I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my...
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the New York Giants. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set. 15, Ronnie. 15 line. Got nothing to go.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. But that man, Derrick Henry, boy, was he one of the stories of the postseason. Leading rusher in the NFL during the regular season, but even then, kind of under the radar. But he really showed America how valuable he was during that Titans postseason run. A 3-game stretch starting with Week 17. Charles, 211 against Houston, 182 versus the Pats, and 195 in Baltimore.
And what I think is surprising for people is, as you said, he was under the radar. But if you go back 2 seasons when they had a little bit of playoff success, remember when they won in Kansas City? People remember the play where Marcus Mariota got the ball batted back to him. What they may have forgotten was Derrick Henry shredding the Kansas City defense with well over 100 yards in that game. So at playoff time, when he plays big, which he normally does, Tennessee tends to have success. That's the kind of backfield they have in Derrick Henry.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
From the 41, Tannehill. And a little floater there is incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry, and it's 3rd and short. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. A first down carry for Henry. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Now it's Tannehill. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Tannehill now to throw. And off the deflection, it's caught. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Ready, break.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. It's Barkley on the counter, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Jones. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. On 4th down, Jones. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Derrick Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Tannehill. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Hey, orbit. Ready?
From the 50, it's Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
29 is the mic. Mike 29. Go!
On 4th down, Tannehill. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And this defense will take over right at midfield. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
It's a gain of 5.
Down. Hey, Tucson.
We're scoreless after 1.
Go, 50, plant.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Now Saquon Barkley, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Throwing Jones. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They run the counter. Barkley, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Looking to throw. Jones, and that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. But it'll be 2nd down. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved. And that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Henry. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down, it's Henry. And he struggles to get a yard here. Maybe a yard down to the 31.
Marcus Golden on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Cheetah.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 15-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to
like
the tailback.
Like an egg underhand.
Yeah, like an egg underhand, really with 2 hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one early on that first quarter. They didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. On second down, here's Barkley. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run with Barkley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down, all right? This is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
A quick throw. Here's Shepard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And the kick by Rosas is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run it again with Barkley. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. On the run, it's Barkley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time, because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run the counter. Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. Back to throw. Jones. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, the credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
3 down. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Giants' 38-yard line.
Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, Titans, gain of 12. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. The 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
4 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Nashville. And we've got a dandy here. 1-point game as we begin the 4th. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, it's Lewis. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Tannehill. And he locates Walker, complete. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Now Lewis here on 1st down. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. Forced out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. They'll toss it to Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is up to 15 now. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Suckup for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. Let's see if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's got his man. This is Tate. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
64, reach, snap.
They'll run with Barkley. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Extra point try now for Suckup. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Next score, Titans 42, Giants 13. Greg Joseph set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Million beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Million beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now a draw play with Drake. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A rough go there on 3rd down. A loss of 4.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here's Murray, and able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now left side on the swing pass. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
To throw is Murray. Flush to his right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Let's put that team on the park. Check.
Coaching spell.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Caught by Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down. Rodgers going to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
On 3rd down, Murray. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now Murray. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
13 yards. 1st down, Arizona.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Murray now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for a Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better, but the bottom line is the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through there, the validation. Probably haven't had the applause in a long time. That's going to come back to you now. Troy Polamalu, he essentially stepped off the field and into the Hall of Fame, but it doesn't matter. Bottom line is getting there. Congratulations to all.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. There he goes left side, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. On second down, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Dancing to it. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
Now on first down, Drake again. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Drake. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-lib.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Goddard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Murray going to throw. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, switching gears, CD, I got to tell you, it's always sad now that football's over. We've got a long wait until Thursday, September 10th.
It's okay.
I know, but
okay.
September 10th.
You're getting a little misty there.
That's when the 101st season starts. We just finished off season 100. I don't know. What are we going to do till then?
Well, I'm going to rest and relax a little bit, and so are you, but you're exactly right. It won't take us long to start to say, okay, when is camp?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And they try the sweep to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Tough spot here, 3rd and 18, following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction.
10-30. 43 to Mike, boy. Go. 43.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Throwing now is Rodgers. Being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jordan Hicks, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Hey, pick your game up.
Get 300. Get 300. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
The final shot before half for Rodgers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Jones. That good for 19 at a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
13 yards, first down, Packers. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. but that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The run there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Murray eluding the pressure right. Dumping it off for Johnson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Forced out to his left. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. And a big turning point here in the 2nd half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Give the sack to Blake Martinez. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure. And boy, did it pay off in this case.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's Rodgers to throw. Steps away to his left. Now and that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jones. And an alley to run. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Throwing again. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 36 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if I would kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 3rd down, Murray. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They do go for it. It's Murray escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All day, every day, any day. Whip. Watch the whip. Here we go. Get out.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Rodgers now on 1st down. Got a man, that's Allison. And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Rodgers, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Chandler Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. On 2nd and 12, Murray. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Looking deep for Adams. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Again, he was looking for Davante Adams, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chandler Jones getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Hey, take 26.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, and that's complete to Adams. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. 48 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like him? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later? In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back. And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Hey, take 26.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
26.
Throwing again. Rodgers. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. 2nd and 5 now. Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Drake. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. The Cardinals on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing now is Murray. Being chased out. And my goodness, another interception. Kevin King with a pick. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Steelers now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Murray now to throw. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Intended that time for Cooper. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill, and defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood?